In my opinion, which of the four Magic Key options has the best value? I'll tell you which one right now. What is up, everyone? Welcome to this episode of Damien Does Disney, which is also known as D3. In this episode, we're going to talk about which Magic Key in the Magic Key program is the best option for you. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Thanks for your support. I know you have a lot of other options out there to get your Disney fix, and I really appreciate you. For those of you who are already a part of the D3 family, welcome back to the ride. Alright, everyone. My goal in this episode is to give you guys a nice thorough breakdown of this new AP program at the Disneyland Resort. Now, if you guys might not already know, Disney has just recently announced the new AP program is known as the Magic Key program. How cool is that? Now, one big difference in this new program is that this version has 4 options for you compared to the old version, which only had 3 options. Now, within this episode, I'm going to break down all the key features, all the new components, and some of the similar components to the old program. With that being said, folks, here's a breakdown of what we would cover in this episode.
All right, everyone. This is what we will be covering in this episode. First, we will review the Magic Key options. Next, we will do a date analysis of each key option. Then next, we will do the cost efficiency of each key option. And last but not least, we will talk about which is the best Magic Key option.
Alright, everyone. First, let's break down the 4 different options that you have in this program. First, you have the Imagine Key, then you have the Enchant Key, you have the Believe Key, and you have the Dream Key. With that being said, folks, let's look in detail of what each of these options have to offer.
All right, everyone. First things first, I just want to let everybody know that all of the key options can be used as park hoppers, so you do not have to worry about just having to stay at one park when you use these amazing key options. Now, first, let's talk about these first 2 key options right here. You have the Imagine Key option and you have the Enchant Key option. First, the Imagine Key option is available exclusively for SoCal residents, and you can hold up to 2 park reservations at once, meaning you can do 2 back-to-back days, or you can do 1 day this month or 1 day next month, but you can hold no more than 2 at one time. But what that means is, once you use one of your reservations and you're done for the day, you exit the park for the day, you come back and just make another reservation, you have 2 again. Now, also you can see that you have 10% off of merchandise, select merchandise, and also 10% off of select food and beverages. Next, the Enchant Key option, you can have up to 4 reservations at a time. You also have 10% off of select merchandise and 10% off of the select food and beverage. Now let's talk about the next 2 key options, which are of course the higher tiered key options. First, let's talk about the Believe Key, which is $9.49. And then this amazing key option, you can have up to 6 park reservations at once. And you have 10% select merchandise. You also have 10% off select food and beverage. And this is new here, you have 50% off of theme park parking, which means you can park over at the Mickey and Friends parking structure, the Pixar Pals parking structure, and over at the Toy Story parking lot. Now, the big one right here, the biggest offer right here is, of course, the Dream Key option, which is $13.99. You can have up to 6 park reservations at one time, 20% off select merchandise, 15% off of select food and beverage, and of course, theme park parking is included. All of the parking structures and all parking lots at the Disneyland Resort. And of course, folks, all 4 of these key options you can have monthly payments if you are a California resident.
Wow, now those are some great options, but which option is best for you and your family? One thing you have to take into consideration, folks, is the calendar options that they have for each of the key options. With that being said, folks, let's take a look at each of the calendar options for each key option.
All right, everyone. Now let's do a data analysis of each of the 4 key options right here. Let's look at each of the calendars. First, let's take a look at the Imagine Key calendar right here. Let's scroll to the bottom and take a look at the calendar as a whole. As you can see in the Imagine Key option, pretty much all of the weekends are blocked off. Wow, look at that. Hardly any weekends available all the way through 2022. It looks like in this calendar right here for the Imagine Key, pretty much only weekdays are available, which is, not cool. Especially, like I said before, if you live locally, this is probably the best option for you. Now, let's go back and look at the enchant key and look at that calendar and look and see what the dates look like, do an analysis of the dates. Okay, you see you have a little bit more availability right here in enchant key. You have a few more dates. You have a couple of Sundays available. And of course, yeah, it looks like mostly Sundays, no Saturdays at all. And you scroll through 2022 and look at that. Most of the summer months, June is blocked off. July is all blocked off. And the first half of August is blocked in, like around August 15th. It opens up again. Then you have like Sundays, and you probably have a couple of Saturdays in there. And you see you have more Saturdays that open up around September. So that's a look at the enchant calendar right there. Let's go over to the believe key and look at the calendar. There you go. See, this is more like it. This is where it gets more interesting. You have more options in a believe key. You can see more dates open. You have Saturdays and Sundays available, all the way up to, like, you look at December. That's when it gets blocked off, of course, for the holiday season. And Thanksgiving is blocked off all the way through. You have the Thanksgiving blocked off. You have like second 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks of December, all the way through the first week of January. So you can't go there on New Year's. 2022, you have, of course, you have Valentine's weekend, and you have St. Patrick's Day weekend in March. The second week of April looks like for spring break. Then you have Memorial Day weekends blocked off. Then you have the 4th of July weekend and Disneyland's birthday weekend blocked off in July. And after that, it's all wide open in August 22, and same thing in September 22. So you have more options in the believe key option right there, calendar. But let's look at of course, the biggest one of them all, which is the dream key. And folks, of course, every day is available in this right here, which is amazing. So if you're a Disney fanatic like myself and you like to go to the park on weekends during the holidays, this is the best option for you guys. And that, folks, is the 4 key options, or I should say the 4 calendars of each of the key options.
Now, as you can see, everyone, the big difference, of course, is the availability of which days you could go to the parks in each of the different key options. Now, here is my recommendation for you guys. Now, if you guys want to go to the parks during the holiday season or during the weekends, I would highly recommend you guys either getting the believe key option or get the dream key option. Now, if you guys are not interested in going to the parks during the weekends, or if you guys live in close proximity to the parks, I would highly recommend you guys getting the lower 2 key options, which are the Imagine Key or the Enchantment Key options. Now, one more thing that we want to look at, everyone, is the value of each key option. Now, what I did is I came up with this formula that took the cost of each of the key options and divided it by the cost of a 1-day 5-tier park hopper ticket, which is about $200. With that being said, folks, let's take a look at each option.
All right, everyone. Now let's take a closer look at this cost analysis breakdown of each of the 4 key options. Now first, let's talk about the Imagine Key option, which is $3.99. And like I said before, this with the $200 5-tier park hopper ticket. This key option pays for itself after only 2 visits. Now let's look at the Enchant Key option, which is $6.49 divided by $200, which is a 5-tier park hopper ticket. And this key option pays for itself after only 3 visits. Next, you have the Believe Key option, which is $9.49 divided by $200 5-tier park hopper ticket, and it pays for itself after only 5 park visits. Now, here's the big one right here, the Dream Key option, which is $13.99 and divided by $200, which is again a 5-tier park hopper ticket. And it pays for itself unbelievably after 7 park visits, folks. That is quite amazing. All of these are incredible values, park values, I should say, for key options. All these are great key options, in my opinion.
Now, after looking at this value breakdown, this is again going to come down to the number of days you want to go visit the park. Now, with that being said, folks, if you plan to visit the Disneyland Resort more than 8 times of the year, the key option you want to get is a Dream Key option. Now, you all might want to know which key option am I planning to get. Of course, folks, I'm planning to get the Dream Key option. Here's my reason. Number one, you know, I love Disneyland a lot. In particular, I have this YouTube channel, so it makes sense for me to go multiple times a year. And more importantly, folks, I love going during the holiday season, looking at all the decorations and things like that. And hey, I might even try to go on New Year's Eve, which is so much fun, by the way. And the biggest thing of all, folks, is the parking. The parking is included in this key package right here, this key option right here. So again, folks, my personal choice for the best key option is the Dream Key option. Well, folks, there you have it. This includes this detailed breakdown of the Magic Key program at the Disneyland Resort. I hope you found this information very helpful. Now, I would like to hear from you, D3 fam. Which of the Magic Keys are you guys planning to get? Are you guys planning to get the Dream Key? Are you guys planning to get the Believe Key? Are you guys planning to get the Magic Key? Or hey, are you guys planning to get the Enchanted Key? Please feel free to leave a comment below. This should be fun. In the meantime, if you guys are still having your Disneyland withdrawals, feel free to check out my fun-filled library where I have some amazing Disney tips and fun, amazing Disneyland adventures to help you get your Disney fix. And hey, folks, remember, I have my weekly live stream on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Pacific where I answer all your Disneyland-related questions. Thanks again for watching, folks. Remember, if you like this video, go ahead and click that like button below and feel free to share this video. More important, if you like me, go ahead and click the subscribe button below and become a member of the D3 family. And remember to click that notification bell as soon as it drops the latest Disneyland news. And last but not least, folks, remember to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and also on Twitter. See you guys soon.